joining us now, friend of the show, friend of the telethon in the past when he was with the New England Patriots. It is the head coach of Boston College, Bill O'Brien. Bill, good morning. Welcome back.
Hey, Greg. Thanks for having me back. It's a great day to be on, with all you guys do for the Jimmy Fund. It's awesome.
I know. I feel like it was touch and go that we didn't know whether we were going to get you back every week because I know you're focused only on football, but I appreciate you being back again with us this year.
No, I love coming on the show. I think there was probably a miscommunication or whatever you want to call that. But no, I enjoy being on the show and look forward to it.
All right. Well, I think boldly over the weekend you proclaimed that you want to see 60,000 fans at the season opener. Is that a possibility over there at Boston College in your mind?
Look, my thing is, I used to say this to you guys last year. I say it over and over again. I mean, the Patriots open up a week later. We open up, on the 30th, and it's the only show in town. And I think we do have a good football team. We got to go out there and do it. I always tell you guys that. But I do think that we're a fun team to watch. And, it's in a, beautiful campus, beautiful stadium, good tailgating, all that. So why not? Let's get 60,000. They tell me it holds, I won't say how much they always – kind of correct. Hey, coach, we only hold this. I don't care. Let's try to open it up and put 10,000 more in there.
Well, we could probably get another couple hundred in if you had allowed that Scheim designed play to be put into game one.
I know. I forgot. What was that play? Was that a double flea? What was the play again?
Scheim?
It was a nice play action pass down the seam. Nothing too crazy.
Wow.
I mean, we have that, Sean. We've got the play action pass down the field.
Yeah, Scheim. I mean,
innovative.
It has unique motion. Okay.
A little creative.
I didn't even get to whiteboard it for Bill. It's a little more in depth
one
than
shot
that.
at this, Scheim.
Yeah,
it was a draw play.
Yeah, the old play action down the seam. Yeah, okay, thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I think I understand why that never happened. Thank you, Sean.
I didn't want to give him the Statue of Liberty. That had been done before.
Cancel.
Jet sweep. Go ahead. What?
Bill, it does seem like you're going with Dylan over Grayson. Probably a difficult decision for you to make. I know you've said that it was a true competition, that these two made each other better, but what was the final deciding factor?
Yeah, look, I think in the end, Dylan was a little bit more consistent throwing the football. I give a lot of credit to Grayson. He's done a great job. He's an awesome teammate. And he's going to be ready to play, and he will play. There'll be things that we do to get him into the game in certain packages. I mean, that's just the way it's going to be. And, I give him a lot of credit. Dylan's very talented. He's done a really good job. It was a true competition from the minute we started last winter, really, when Dylan arrived here. So I think Dylan earned it, and now he's got to go out there and be consistent like he's been in practice.
Bill, when you look at your team, you guys obviously lost some guys on offense and defense, but I think Donovan Ezaraku on the defensive side of the ball was, like you said last year, an unbelievable disruptor. What are you going to try to do to, maybe not replace the production that he had, but what's going to be the mindset for some of those newer guys, and who are guys that we should be watching this season?
Yeah, I would say it's pretty impossible to replace a guy like Donovan. I mean, he had 17 sacks, and he's playing well for the Cowboys right now. To me, like, the way that you replace that production is in different ways, right? It's scheme, it's rotation of players, it's a lot of different things we can do. I think you'll see a little bit different defense with some of the things that we do this year, because of the people that we have. But I think you're looking at Q Hutchins, who really came on strong at the end of last year. Edwin Kolingi is a name that maybe you haven't heard in the past, has really had a great offseason and a good training camp. There's a transfer here from Merrimack named Faber Bate that's had a really good training camp. And then there's some young guys. There's guys like Jaden Fry, Anya Nuisi, guys that people have never heard of that we think have really good futures. So Israel Odapupo, a lot of mixture of guys to try to make up for that production of one guy.
Billy, excited to have you back this year. Going to do a quick off BC question. I need a grade for the Brady statue.
You know what? As I was dialing in this morning, I'm like please, God, don't ask me about the statue. Please, God.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I mean, look, I think obviously, I know you guys would agree he deserves a statue. I'm not, I know you want me to give a grade. Look, it's a great honor for him. I saw it, not in person, but I saw it on TV, and it's fantastic. I mean, what he did for, this whole region, for the Patriots organization and all that. I'm thrilled for him, but I'm not going to grade the statue.
I think without grading it, we got your grade.
Yeah.
I think. Was it weird? Was it weird for you to see him if you caught it in the Raiders jacket walking into that game over the weekend?
That's always a little weird. I don't. That's always a little weird that he's a minority owner with the Raiders. I mean, look, I think it's awesome for football that he's involved like that. I think it's awesome for the Raiders. I mean, this guy has a view of football that, is second to none, and especially the quarterback position, obviously, but also the whole game. I mean, I've said over and over again, when I coached him, he didn't want to be a coach. That wasn't anything that he wanted to be, but he could definitely coach, other positions. He could have coached the secondary, evaluate the secondary. I mean, he did that on a weekly basis. So for the Raiders to have somebody like that with that expertise it's pretty cool.
I don't know how much of an opportunity you've had to watch any Patriots preseason stuff, but any thoughts on Josh McDaniels so far doing your old job?
I haven't watched it really that much, Greg. I'll say that, but I have a lot of confidence. I feel very strongly about that coaching staff. I mean, and they are my friends. I mean, obviously, but they're great coaches, and those guys will play hard. They'll play disciplined football. They'll, like Mike says, they'll try every week to eliminate bad football and take advantage of the other team's bad football. And look, let's see how it goes. I mean, it's only his first year. I mean, it takes time. It really does take time to get your culture instituted, to get your type of players in there. It takes a while. When I went to Houston, they were 2-14 the previous year. We went 9-7 my first year. And then it took a couple of years for us to really get it to where we were a 10, 11 win team. So, it does take time, but I know that they're going to do a great job.
And did I see over the weekend that Mike Vrabel's son is on your staff over there?
Yes. Yeah. Tyler Vrabel. He's, he played here, graduated from here, wants to be a coach. And we call him the offensive line consultant. And so he helps with the offensive line and breaks film down. He does a great job. He's an awesome guy. He's a great guy, and it's great to have him on the staff.
Well, that's unfortunate because Scheim has been calling himself that to others for the last couple of weeks. So that's
the offensive line consultant.
Yes, yeah.
I thought he was calling himself the passing game consultant.
I mean, he's just talking about seam passes. Now he wants to coach the offensive line.
That'll work with me, Billy. I got a new play. It's a toss right.
Yeah, thanks, Scheim. Yeah, we don't have that in our offense, Scheim. We're not going to be able to do that. The toss right.
Oh, bummer.
Well, listen, I still got my moonshot, and that is I want to get the drop kick somehow to play the alma mater over there before a game. So we got to work on that for this season, Bill. That was my
Notre
promise to you.
Dame, November 1st.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Yeah.
I'll be there for that. Bill, it is a bummer that you don't have UNC on the schedule this year, but I did see a lovely photo of you and Belichick at Media Day. How's he faring? Does he seem like he's enjoying the ACC so far?
I sense the sarcasm in the lovely photo part of that.
I loved that.
It was good to see him. When it comes to my career and our friendship, it was great to see him. I haven't really talked to him about this, so he'll probably get mad at me, but I'd love to play North Carolina like at Gillette someday. I think that would be great. North Carolina, Boston College at Gillette, and I don't know if he'd go for that, but I think that'd be good. I think maybe if they let colleges start doing joint practices, maybe we can do a North Carolina, a North Carolina, BC joint practice. I think that would be good too.
Billy, that is so brilliant. Think of all the attention and coverage for BC if that were to happen. That is the best idea I've heard all day.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be awesome. It'd be great for the fans. And, again, he'll probably be like, why did you say that on WEI? But,
I can
I
picture
don't work for him
Bill
anymore, so I can say whatever I want.
I can picture Bill looking up to the Kraft box the way Clemens looked at Duquette when he came back.
What is, in your mind, Bill, what win-wise, what's a successful season for him, his first season there?
For him?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. I never look at it that way, Greg. I really don't. I really do not. It's hard to, I think for him, and again, not speaking for him directly, but it's really about instituting like what we're trying to do here. And I think we're on the right track about your process, like how are you going to, institute your progression to execution to winning? And I think that's what it's all about. Like if you look at what we've done here, we've changed the nutrition program, the strength program, we have a great player development program right now. We've got a lot going on that I think is positive. Now, hopefully, eventually that translates to wins. I think he's probably thinking the same thing relative to instituting his program. I don't think he looks at like how many wins will it take to be successful. I think he's got to get his program going.
Well, Bill O'Brien, appreciate as always the time, and I know that this event for you is really important, and not only when you were with the New England Patriots, but as a guy that's from around these parts, what Dana-Farber does and Jimmy Fund I know is really important. So I appreciate you taking the time this morning.
Yeah, thank you, Greg. And I will say, I think I told you guys this last year. My mom, who's 91 years old. She's in a memory care facility down on the Cape, but she had breast cancer twice and was treated at Dana-Farber. And so what the Jimmy Fund does to raise money for cancer research and all the things that they do, it hits close to home for so many of us. And, I grew up with it, as you guys did. We all grew up with the Jimmy Fund and the connection with the Red Sox. And it's just an awesome thing, and it's a great thing that you guys do every year.
Bill O'Brien, we will look forward to talking to you about a game coming up soon.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
All right. It is day number 1 of the 23rd annual WEI NESN Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon. We are at Fenway Park.